Hello, everyone. This is different. It's me, and Connor. And tonight, we're gonna get into a story. You know, the best kinds of stories. An improv quest. It's just gonna be me and you, watching these lovely bunch of characters rummage through our land of make-believe. But we'll get through it tonight. Is there anything else? Shit. I don't know. This is gonna be fun.
Hello, lads.
You're supposed to say, what's up, lads?
Let's say hi to the lads. Everybody say hello, lads.
Hello,
lads.
All right, why don't we go around the table and introduce everyone? We're going to start with our special guest. Go ahead.
Hello, that's me. Hi, it's Link from Link's Tome of Adventure. I am probably oft heard of and not that much of a Fae entity, but hi, I'm here. I'm finally here on the Grouch Couch. I don't know how I got here. There was a scary man, there was a van, there was a bag over my head, but now I'm here.
And what character are you playing tonight?
Tonight, I am playing my beloved Gunthar Oakbottom, the halfling, not quite halfling, who is just up to get himself into all sorts of mischief.
Wonderful. Next!
That's me.
Yes.
Hello. It's Fishy. I've been here the whole time. I said it before Turkey could. I will be playing Bomblin Barlow, which added to for a halfling that's looking for chaos. Bomblin's gonna find it, and the journey along the way is gonna be treacherous. It's gonna be sick. I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited to be playing with Link. Tomes of Adventures? Shit, man. Y'all are jealous.
That's crazy.
And finally, well, second to finally,
Me!
yes!
Someday someone has to play Turk. Fantasy Turk. That's right, Liz. You know what? Cheers to that. I am Turk. Hello. Tonight I will be playing the infamous, he doesn't want to be, Jackhole Jones! That's right, the man who is crazy. The man who's currently writing a book called Jackhole Jones's Trash Advice, Volume 3. Is there a Volume 2? Probably not. But Jackhole Jones is a crazy homeless man. That's who I'm playing, yes. You can also find me in places such as One Guy, One Die on YouTube. And you know what? I'm so excited not only to be here with Connor as our lovely tavern runner for the night, but also to get Link on the channel. Finally, Link! It's so good to have you here. I heard that Link does amazing things over in Link's Tome of Adventure Discord, and all you guys should join it if you haven't already. That's enough for me.
Fantastic. And finally, it's me and Connor. And tonight, I will be your game master. Or at least, I will do my absolute best impression of a game master. For you, the audience. Yes. Tonight we're going to embark on a wonderful quest of improv, and hopefully maybe we can make you giggle, make you cry, feel something. Because this is our escape as well as yours for this Friday evening. Now, don't know what else to say. Why don't we get into it?
Do you want me to run the intro, GM Connor?
Run the intro, GM Connor.
Welcome back, adventurers, to Improv Quest, the only adventure where the dice are optional, the rules are flexible, and your next big move might just be interpretive dance. Every week, a group of chaotic adventurers dive headfirst into a world that we all barely understand, because, well, we're making it up as we go. Powered by D&D 5e, questionable logic, and your suggestions from chat. Improv Quest is part actual play, part improv show, and part magical fever dream. Will the wizard sneeze himself into a walrus again? Can the bard out-sing a banshee? Will Jackhole Jones ever pay his rent? No, but we're rolling with it. Every week our heroes must complete a quest. What exactly is that quest? Well, that is up to our guest. So grab your potions, brace for nonsense, and remember, in Randomonia, the laws of physics are more like polite suggestions. This is Improv Quest.
Hello, everyone. I guess it's time to see what the poll brought up. Maybe not. Let's check in with our players and see where they are at this very moment.
Whoops. I forgot to run the poll.
Run the poll, GM Connor.
Oh yes. Everybody, go ahead and pick the location in that starting location, current poll that's going on. It looks like we have the faculty room at Brimstone University, the Grease Track, which I hear is an underground horse racing ring, and the Flail and Ale Tavern. Wait, we know the Flail and Ale, right? Yes, we've been there before. Wonderful place. As well as 5th Street, which I hear is one of the most dangerous parts of town. Make your votes. Do it now. Do I look like anybody you know?
You look
I think you look
amazing.
gorgeous.
For some reason, I really want to have sex with you, and I don't know why.
Me too.
It's weird. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like,
But I
is
hear-
it that weird?
Our guest has a quest for us to go on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't really know how I got here, guys. I don't know where we are, but you guys seem really nice. And, if you guys could help me, I have to get back to my boyfriend, Tusk. He's throwing a surprise party for me. Actually, I threw the surprise party. He doesn't know that. Anyway, it's a whole thing. I need to get back to him because it's my birthday, and I need to get back there. And once we're there, you guys can join my secret society.
Jackhole, you know how much we love secret society.
No. There's a lot that I want to say,
Jackhole's whole life is a secret society.
but I'm not gonna say it.
No? Yes?
Yes.
Jackhole. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, wait. I was called that in college.
Is that
It looks like the Grease Track one.
Oh,
Yes.
hell yeah, baby.
So, our characters are thrust into this underground ring of horse racing. Yes. Illegal, maybe. Who knows? But all we know is that there's excitement here, down in the depths under a city.
I've been here before. Why have
And
I
to
been here
s-
before?
Oh, yes. Maybe you've been here before. The Grease Track sees many a patron. But to start us off, we're going to do some rolls.
What
What
kind
are
of
we
roll?
rolling for, GM Connor?
We're going to be rolling for the scene difficulty.
Oh, are you still
Right?
doing that?
Wait, no, we're not doing that?
No, you just pick a DC.
You're the boss, bro.
But you're the boss.
ju-
You could do it however you want.
You can do whatever you want.
You're just here for
Yeah,
a good
dude.
time.
Oh,
That's an hour.
okay. Well, I have a number in mind. Yes. Okay. In this case, we'll roll for initiative then.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, dear.
Oh, fuck off.
First roll of the night for
Alrighty.
natural 20. Everybody cheers. Yes.
Jackhole Jones, he's got a natural 20. Hell, he's got other things that are way more natural too. Cheers.
Yeah.
You ever drink fucking beer out of a straw? No knock it tastes right.
It's disgusting.
Nom, nom, nom.
All right, cool. It looks like Jackhole Jones got a 25 with a natural 20. Boblin got a 17. And Gunthar got a 7. So there's our order as well. And I will roll. Ah, a 9. Your improv game for this first scene is tag team storytelling. At any time during the next round, the GM can say switch, and the current speaker must stop mid-sentence while another player continues where they left off.
All
Wow.
right. Okay.
So,
We're doing.
to set the scene, the three of you are inside of this underground, possibly illegal horse racing league. There seems to be a faint smell of sewage in the air. Everybody around you is skeevy and shifty. There's a sexy goblin lady somewhere. You can't see her, but you know that she's there.
Hello.
And you can hear the faint sounds of horses and clip-clops in the background on cobblestone ground. Why don't you start us off there, Jackhole?
Well, the camera zooms into Jackhole, and Jackhole is standing next to Bomblin, mostly behind him, hiding a little bit. And you see he's talking to a man dressed in leather. And he's like, I know this is our final bet, but I gotta tell you something. The
Switch.
roads, man.
That's what me and the man were discussing, that probably may owe a little bit more money than he actually planned to when gambling on the races. So he's very much so trying to plead with the man and being like, come on, I'll have you for your soup. We got a really big job coming up right about now. I mean, you just gotta cut me a little slack.
Okay, Jackhole, it's still your turn.
And then I butt in, and I'm like, look, man, the roads, they move at night, and that's why we're always lost. The roads are alive, and they don't like you, man. But I can make the roads like you if you help me win this bet. You see, we met a new friend today. Hey, Gunthar.
Hi.
Hey, is today your birthday?
Tomorrow's my birthday, but yeah, it's my birthday. Hi. What do you need?
We need to win some money so we can get you home. So I look at this guy and I go, I'm gonna bet you 300 gold that the horse that has the unicorn horn that's covered in polka dots, that's the one that's gonna win. And if I lose this bet, I'll drink Bailey's out of a shoe.
And the man says to you, well, that seems like it might be a steep bet for my part. I'm putting up 300 gold, but you're putting up drinking Bailey's from a shoe?
Yeah. You ever seen a man
Really
drink Bailey's from a
disgusting
shoe?
So, my winnings from this bet, if I happen to win it, is to watch you drink Bailey's from a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
That
Bomblin,
doesn't
tell him how
seem
cool it
very...
is. Come on, Bomblin.
Roll persuasion.
Quite the sight, honestly. I haven't seen it myself, but I feel like it would be a sight. I feel like you've drank Bailey's from a shoe before. I'm sorry.
2 plus 3, I got a 5.
I'm not accepting that bet unless you have actual cash to offer.
Well,
Nicky 2291 used to re-roll Turk.
thanks, Nicky. I re-roll as a player. Boy, this feels weird. That's a 9. 6 plus 3 is 9.
It's a bit better, but it doesn't exactly convince him. No, I don't think I'm going to be taking that bet with you there. I need something a bit more substantial to put on the line.
Nicky 2291 just redeemed +1. Turk.
Well, what if I put a little bit of vodka in that shoe as well? That's my +1 improv right there.
It's still just watching you drink Bailey's from a shoe.
It's a whole show.
Listen, your friend over there seems to come from some sort of money. How about you wager, maybe all of his clothes and his accoutrements necklace? I could take that bet.
That's a limited edition, though.
Gunthar, you don't need clothes. Clothes are
the clothes
designed
I
by
don't
the
really need.
government.
The necklace doesn't come off. Tusk gave it to me. My boyfriend, definitely not Turk. Don't worry about that. But yeah, he gave it to me, and we lost the key. So this doesn't come off. Everything else can come off though.
Ah, I see. Sentimental and also kinky value. Got it.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Well, I'll take his clothes and also the Bearkin's clothes if you lose. How about that?
Whoa. All right. Do you understand what type of threads these are? This is high class, baby. You're gonna have to sweeten the deal a bit better for us. How about it?
I'm wagering 300 gold. What more could you want from me?
How about I give you a better wager then? How about you wager 500 gold against us and any horse, and then we ourselves will go out and do the horse death races and ride our own carriage into victory. And then maybe you could absolve some of Bumblin's past debts here at the track.
Wait, so now if I lose, I pay you 500 gold and pay your debts, and I get nothing in return?
That's wrong. You get to see us crash and burn in a fiery pit to hell. Meanwhile, in the background, the horse chariots are going on. There's like a ballista on one of them that's shooting fire arrows. Totally takes out the chariot. Chariot does a super sick slow motion flip forward and crushing the drivers underneath of it. Brutal stuff.
Well, that is cool, but that just happened, and I saw it for free without losing money.
Yeah, but I know how much you hate my gut.
I'm gonna.
You know.
I know it's technically Bumblin's turn, but I'm gonna pull the 2 to their side, real close. And before I say my serious thing, first I'm gonna say, This is a crazy dream I'm having. I'm the only one that's awake, and the rest of y'all are just in my shared illusion that's really going crazy in my mind. But I want this dream illusion to actually be good. All right, so before I say, wake up, sheeple, I want to let you know that this guy's not budging. We're gonna need to bet something good. Look, Gunthar's gotta get home. Look, Tusk is gonna use that training stick on me if we don't get Gunthar home in time. And so we gotta get
Gunthar? Huh.
We gotta get Gunthar home. And it's a long way to go. We're gonna need some gold for this carriage ride to get him home for his birthday. We really need a good way to bet. Does anybody have anything that they can put up on this bet? Gunthar, what do you got?
I could give him my clothes and a very strong hug.
Okay, we've got hugs. Look,
Very
Bomblin,
good with hugs.
Just
don't
then,
be stingy, Bomblin. You've got a whole company. You've got Bomblin's Rough
Because,
Riders.
like-
You're managing a band. Come on, Bomblin.
Okay, wait.
You used to be the
How
queen
would you
consort.
like to see Metal Omnicon live in concert this Thursday?
There it is, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
just then,
Okay.
the man you've been talking to, he speaks up. Did you say Metal Omnicon? I fucking love them. Please, let me.
go on, baby.
I will wager the 500 gold for 2 of those tickets, plus Gunther's clothes.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you might be able to get Gunther's clothes for free if you play your cards right, but that's not the point. 2 VIP tickets, 500 golds. We got the polka dotted unicorn.
That seems like a safe bet to me. That thing looks like a clown and very slow.
Oh, no.
And then we shake, and then they shake on it. You guys shake on it.
Yeah, we like spit in our hands and then shake at it.
Okay.
Delicious.
I don't like
Would you like to take an action, bum?
Yeah, just I guess a general. Actually, can I go over to the polka dotted unicorn stables and stuff and try to give it a little bit of an animal handling pep talk, maybe like get it to where it needs to be.
Fuck yeah, dude. Roll me animal handle.
All right.
That sounded like Turk when you said that. I appreciate that. You got the look. You are really acting like a good dungeon master.
Wow.
Chaos die.
Oh, God damn it.
Hell yeah. Hold on, I got the,
I got
the
an
thing
8.
up. Chaos die.
I want to use it now.
Couch
Use it
coin.
later.
Nikki
All right.
291 just redeemed couch coin. Fishy.
I don't have the roll chart for Chaos Die in here, but for everybody knows, for everybody's information, the Chaos Die, standard 6-sided, introduces an unpredictable element to the game. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. I don't have the roll chart on this
There's
thing, so I'm just gonna roll it.
If you roll odds, Bomblin, when he makes his roll, if it's odds, or you could do it, you're the GM. If it's odds, it's bad, and if it's even, it's good. And it's like a huge thing. So like really bad or like really good. So for example, this is odd. He could go to talk to the unicorn, and the unicorn could be gone, or could be deceased.
So what's going to happen, Bomblin? You approach this unicorn. And what was your animal handling roll? 8?
That's an 8.
All right. So as you're approaching this unicorn, it kind of, it's like flinching back a little bit. It doesn't know you. It's scared of you, Bomblin. You're a bearkin. All right. It thinks you're about to eat it.
Yeah.
So it's like, whoa, what are you doing here? Maybe not in that voice. It's probably like, and backing up from you. It's very, very terrified. And just then, right as you get right up on it to do that, like DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon snout touch, it rears up into the air and knocks itself out on the ceiling of this underground compartment and falls on the ground and is just like twitching.
Oh, God! Oh, no!
What are we gonna do now?
Yeah, that's the
I
end
knew
of my
horses
day.
weren't real. What are we gonna do now? We need a horse. Fast! Help us,
It's okay,
Gunthar.
polka dot. Go when you want to.
Gunthar,
All
help
right,
us.
Gunther.
It's your turn.
It is your turn.
So, it's a reminder. if I remember
Gunther
right.
starts digging. Gunther has various messenger bags. He has like 4, and he like takes them all off and he puts them on the ground and he starts like digging through one, and then you hear a timer go off in another one, and he's like, oh, and he pulls out a little bottle of homemade beer that he hands over to Jackhole, and he's like, here, this is for you. I don't know what it is. I think it might have clove in it, but here. And he keeps
I
digging through his
immediately
bag.
open it and drink it because this is all a dream and nothing can kill me.
I think that has clove in it, or I washed my sock in that. I can't remember, but I think no.
One
no,
single sock.
I lost my robe of many things. This isn't good. I don't have a horse. I don't know what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? I mean, I've been without clothes before. That's not a problem, but I really need to get home. Maybe we can make my clothes into a horse. Can we do that?
Yes.
What if we could sew my clothes together and throw them over Booblin? Bomblin.
Booblin! I'm gonna call you Booblin from now on. Is that okay?
Now!
I've known you guys for like an hour. I look at my wrist and I don't have a watch. An hour? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how long I've been down here. There's no clocks down here. It's very confusing. I think it's been an hour. Anyway, why don't we could do that. We could throw clothes over you and then you could run the death race. That sounds terrifying. And behind me there's another explosion. There's a couple bombs.
Yeah! Sure!
Wait, say that again. Is he gonna be the horse? I'll ride on the back of him.
Yeah, we need somebody in the chariot.
All right,
Ooh.
Gunther. What I want you to do, I'm pretty sure there's would it be a dex roll? I think it'd be a dex roll to, like, you're going to haphazardly, like, sew some stuff together and throw it over Bomblin so he's a horse.
All right, yeah, I can do that. Right. Would that be sleight of hand?
Yeah, you could do sleight of hand for that.
Sleight of hand. All right, let's see what we can do here.
Sewing needles, I guess.
I
Bam.
would totally say that the stall next to us is totally like 2 druids and one just animal shapes into a horse.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's a good roll. 15.
take
You
that.
expertly craft. All right, explain what you do.
I take off my vest. That's just a simple green vest. I just shimmy myself out of it, and with a sewing needle and a prayer, I just sort of 1, 2, 3, and I throw it over Boblin.
Nice.
I think he looks like a Halloween costume of a horse. It's not at all convincing, but it suits this much fabric, covers all of Boblin.
Oh, all right.
Okay, great.
Good lord.
So just then, the guy you were talking to that you made the bet with, he's over with his horse that he's basically betting on. And it's this giant, muscly, fucking, like, shadowy figure horse. It seems mystical in many aspects because there's, like, little smoke flowing off of it and stuff. And it's ripped, and there's, like, glowing eyes in it. Like, this is a spectral horse or something. It's crazy looking. But he looks over to you guys, and he's like, "Oh, I see you're already getting undressed, Gunther. You must already be admitting defeat. Well, it will be over soon, because this horse here," pats the back of the horse. Chat, I need you to name the horse. What is this horse's name? This horse looks like it belongs on the side of a fucking van. Like, that's how cool it looks. All right? So, I need a good badass horse name.
I'm gonna
Or
get real
non-ass
close to
horse
this
name.
guy before he, like, way too close, like he could smell the beans and mold on my breath, and I'm gonna say,
Mold?
"Look, man, the ocean is fake. It's just a massive illusion maintained by the Druids Union to hide what's really out there. A giant turtle that farts out islands. You remember that."
I guess I will. Jesus, your breath is strong. Wait, who's Jesus?
I don't know.
Anyways,
That reminds me. The gods. All of them are just retired adventurers with too much time. They got bored. They made worlds, and now they troll mortals for sport. If you want to know more,
All right.
pick up my book. All right.
you have a book?
I didn't know you
Yeah.
could write.
Jackhole Jones' Trash Gospel, Volume 3.
I'll look for it next time I'm in the library. But
right.
you guys are gonna get crushed by my horse. It's way faster, way stronger. This horse's name is I'm gonna go with Bennu. It's Poodles. This is Poodles.
And this
It's
horse
won
right
7
here,
races.
and I smack Bomblin as hard as I can on the ass. This horse right here, this right here is Booblin.
Booblin, you say?
Yes.
Well, that's a strange-looking horse, but there's all type. People bring magical horses down here. They bring undead horses. They bring horses from other dimensions. So I mean, it's an underground illegal horse race. What do you want? I mean, yeah, sure. You guys are gonna lose. Your horse looks sickly at best.
Yeah, he looks sickly now. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be a problem once I switch into maximum overdrive, and Gunthar will take off his pants and then begin sewing racing stripes to put on the side of Buble.
Oh, wow, your horse is so calm while you're just poking needles into it. That might be a factor in the race, but just then. Okay, so it's like there's a whistle that echoes throughout this underground network that you're in, and there's somebody getting up on like an actual like soapbox, and he's like, "All right, all horses to the starting line. Race number 258 will begin in 1 minute."
That else I can't count. I'm really bad at math. I'm good at sewing though. Do we have this, guys? Oh wait, I run over and I see, I go up to the top of Booblin and I make an illusion of the rainbow polka dotted unicorn's horn on Booblin.
Do you have a roll for that?
I don't.
I wish I had a
just
fucking
minor illusion.
Minor. Oh, you just cast minor illusion. Okay.
Yeah, Gunther still has that. Otherwise, if you give me a minute, I have magical tinkering.
You gonna tinker a horn on my head?
I walk over to Gunthar. I elbow him and I'm like, "Hey, there's a dead horse right there. You could use those parts if you want."
It's not dead.
I don't think it's dead.
It's unconscious.
Hey, that horse isn't dead. Good thing I didn't cut it open and try to climb into it like in that one Star Wars movie. That would have been something.
Yeah, that horse you're referring to is still on the ground, just like twitching, and like its unicorn horn is like snapped and like hanging on by a thread.
A smart adventuring party would have just healed the fucking horse. I'm just saying.
To each their own.
I'm ready to ride.
I don't mess with zombie horses.
All right. Well,
all right, Booblin.
So
I believe.
all the horses are gathering at the starting line. Booblin is now at the starting line with the other horses. Just to be clear, you guys are not riding Booblin. You guys are watching the horse, right? Or watching the race.
Yeah. Gunther's tiny. He will not survive.
I really kind of want to ride on Booblin.
That's entirely up to you.
I'm like, "Hey, Bumblin, you're a big-ass bear, and I'm a homeless guy. It'd be really cool to get the visual of Jackhole Jones riding on the back of Bomblin. Can I ride you?"
I guess. It's better than the fucking jockey that they already had picked out for me. His spurs suck.
Look, it doesn't matter.
No spurs.
All this isn't real.
We have a deal.
This is just a dream that I'm having. It's okay. None of this is real.
Wait, if this is a dream... Not again.
No, Gunthar. We're real. Bubbly just thinks he's in a dream.
We're real?
I'm Bubbly.
So I'm really Gunthar.
This horse costume's getting...
I thought I could have mentioned it.
Just then, you hear that voice earlier that was on the soapbox. He calls out, 30 seconds!
I jump on top of Bomblin. I'm like, "Here we go, Booblin. and I look over to the buff horse, and I flip it off. Fuck
And
you.
the shadow horse known as Poodles, like seems like it recognizes the middle finger. And it goes, and it gets like fucking angry and like is ready to race.
I want to like stare down Poodles. I would reach into like one of my pockets, pull out a little baggie of divination crystal, slap it on my hand, bring out a little bit on my hand, and just fucking rail a line.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Remember
I'm a rogue.
that.
So
We're gonna
when I
be-
have rogue things, I want to throw out caltrops in front of Poodles, but I'm Jackhole Jones, so I want to flavor text it as like garbage. It's like old sharp garbage that I throw out of
All
my
right.
pockets.
You throw out you throw out like a rotten apple, like it looks like some belt buckles from like somebody's shoe, and also maybe like one or two thumbtacks that you stole from the announcement board in the Tall Tale Tavern. And that will give you or that will give Poodles disadvantage on this next scene, and you guys will get advantage on the next scene for the line of divination crystals that you just did. But we're gonna go ahead and re-roll initiative because we're about to start this race.
Gunthar, are you magic?
Yeah, I'm pretty magic. I mean, I'm an angel.
You're an
I'm not supposed to tell
angel,
people that shit.
bro.
Because I'm just thinking about what you can do from the sidelines to make this go well.
You got haste. What's in that spell book?
I could make you really big. I can make them really small. I can cast web. I could just make the track explode. I
Fucking
have a
web.
gun.
You got a gun, bro?
Yeah,
He's got a gun.
This is better talk, but Gunthar's been places. Gunthar's level 8, Bomblin. We're level 5 and level 6.
It's in my name. It's right there. It was the whole time. Gunthar.
Shit! It's in
All
his
right.
name. It's been there the whole time.
So our new initiative order is Jackhole's going first, then it's Gunthar, and then finally Booblin.
Okay. React, add action. I've been down real good on Bomblin. Like, I've been watching racing for a long time, and I put my knees up, and I got my hands down on his back, and I smell his ear. Like, we're gonna do this. And you can smell my cheese
like
breath.
that.
And I'm like, ready. And I look up ahead, and you can see that this underground rink is just covered in nastiness and grease. The whole track is just like wet. There's like a cover, like 2 inches of water and nastiness that runs around this whole thing. And I'm like, I hope you're ready to eat some weird shit, because I bet money that that's sewage.
What the fuck?
Yeah. We're underground. Gnomes are running their shit. You know you can't trust gnomes. And I look over and I see a bunch of gnomes doing the forever hello, which is canon in our world. Hello, 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 hello. And I'm like, fuck them. I'm like, here we go, Bomblin. And I'm a rogue and I don't have skills to use riding on the back of... I want to use... I'm gonna lean into the other horse and tell him something crazy to give him disadvantage on his jump off. I lean in to Poodles and I'm like, time travel is real, Poodles, but only for bards. How else do they always show up in the nick of time with a new hit song about the battle that they just witnessed trying to get into the pants of the BBEG? You know what I mean?
And Poodles is entirely unaffected by whatever you say, and it is intently looking forward of the starting line, ready to go. But you see a small twitch in his eye, like he kind of understood it and was like, what the fuck was that? Let's just focus on the race.
Carol for coin, Poodles. All right, and I just prepare myself. I just prepare. I'm ready.
All right.
The help action.
Gunther.
That's not a bad idea, Benu.
Yes,
I
can
will
do this.
hold my action. I have cunning action. I will use that, because I already did the deception, to help Boblin by putting a thing around his face like the horses have, and it's full of beans.
What? What?
Fuck, do I make you roll for that?
Here's just a help action. Just give him advantage.
Yeah.
I could totally roll on it if you want.
He's already got advantage from the divination crystals, but I guess, you know, this will also help him.
Yeah.
Helpful. No, this is harmful.
You are joking.
Fucking
on
bees?
Eating beans, white under your nose. You're like,
Gunthar, what do? You see Jackhole doing all this crazy shit on the starting line.
Gunthar knows that this is his moment. Gunthar has been in this moment before. He looks around and he tries to find, because there's a bunch of gnomes here, and we're sort of like sitting in a concession area. And I look over and I see a gnome that's just eating a bowl of clam chowder, and a light bulb moment goes off in his head. He just races over and he grabs this gnome's bowl of chowder and he begins to just dance rhythmically while pulling out. He first pours the chowder all over himself, just head to toe, drenches himself in clam chowder, because he's only like 3 foot tall. He's not very tall. Just drenches himself in clam chowder, pulls out his viola, and just begins to play the best bardcore version of Lady Gaga you've ever heard in your life. And he will give Booblin bardic inspiration while all this is going on. And as a creation bard, it does a variety of things depending on what you use it for. It manifests as a little clam chowder cupcake that sits on his head.
oh, I'm like,
So Bomblin is now, he's got the little horse feeder thing full of beans. He's got a little clam chowder cupcake on his head, and he's covered in a haphazardly built.
Nikki 2200.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That def deserves a coin, lol.
So, yeah, Booblin rather is covered in all of this crazy shit, and he has got Jackhole on his back, and he's getting ready to start at the starting line. Booblin, what are you gonna do in this moment?
All right, it's gonna be like one of those moments where time slows down super, like, and like Boblin can hear colors at this point, and as he's getting ready to like just absolutely push off the ground, that's when the crowd just shatters, cracks, and craters, and then our liftoff speed is unbelievable. I will have to say that Jackhole Jones will have to make like a dexterity check to be able to hold on to Boblin when Boblin goes to just fucking launch off. I don't know what that means for the rest of the other horses.
Don't you worry about me, baby. I've got a +8. That's a 25.
I got clam chowder on the brain.
Well, go ahead and roll me agility then. Or is it agility? Yeah, it should be agility.
Athletics?
Athletics. Sorry, yeah.
We play a lot of TTRPGs, that's okay.
Yeah, my best one was a 17 + 1, that's an 18.
Ooh, 18's real good. Sweet. Is there anything, so you described the scene, is there anything else that you want to add? You can change the scene by adding, I think, one more thing.
React, add, action. You've got 3 things.
Oh, yeah. So you reacted, action, and then...
And then add things. What we didn't understand is how well Gunthar's concert's actually going on up there. He's actually started to receive a lot of tips to the point where, like, he started taking off more clothes to be able to put all their tips inside.
Yeah, he's done this before.
It's like a real jam up there. Maybe not all the attention is on the horse races at the moment. Now,
okay.
this is a question for the DM. Is this like a drag race situation? Are we doing like a drifting best style situation? Tokyo drift up a parking lot type situation?
So this is I'm gonna get into that on are you done with your turn?
Hey, I feel like I've done quite a bit.
All right, here's what happens. So there's this wonderful clam chowder viola concert going on, thanks to Gunthar, and everybody that's involved with this race, except for the starting pistol guy, is like entranced by it. So even like some of the horses are like, "What the fuck's going on over there?" And they're all looking at him. The starting pistol goes off, and Boblin fucking starts. And there's still like a bunch of horses, a bunch of people looking at him. The Poodles tries to start, but ends up stepping on all the shit that Jackhole threw out there. Steps on a few fucking thumbtacks, and then he slips on the rotten apple, and like has to catch his balance before he starts running again. And you guys are off. You're down the corridor. This is gonna end up being one full loop in the sewers under this city, and that might be another name for chat to throw out. What is the name of this city that they are doing this illegal horse race in the sewers in?
So far, we have 2 cities. We have Port Pendulum, which is where the Tall Tale Tavern is, and then we have Common Steel City, which is where the Dragon Vault took place, which is where the Ale and Flail Tavern is. So this would be a new one.
Sweet, there's some good names. While those names are coming in, I want to describe a little bit more about this corridor that you guys are in. So it's like an arch that you guys are traveling down, and every so often there's like little tiny passageways off to the left and right. And down the center of this corridor, there's a small stream of poo, because you are in a sewer. But on each side of that stream, it is wide enough to actually have like 3 or 4 horses on each side of that stream. So what I want to say is that Poodles is on the left corridor, and you guys are on the right, as you guys are going down the sewers. And this is just going to be one big giant loop, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Maybe it'll change. Who knows? This is Improv Quest. All right.
Oh my god.
We're gonna go back to the names. I will let Jackhole pick the name.
Oh, we've got a couple choices. We have Crapperton, Fluffelheim, Schweinberg. I kind of like Fluffelheim. I think Fluffelheim is just dorky enough to fit in our world. This will be the 3rd canon city of Randomonia, Fluffelheim. And all we know about it so far is that it has an underground sewer racing ring. Badass.
Wonderful. All right. So you guys are probably about like 6 or 7 horses ahead of Poodles, but Poodles is the only horse that made it off of the starting line. All the other horses are still entranced with Link. I mean, Gunthar.
We're all entranced with Link.
Initiative time,
With that
baby.
being, yeah, initiative.
Fuck.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey.
Whoa, that was cool!
Hey.
Natural 20's where it counts. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Everybody, cheers. Natural 20. Let's get some 20s in the chat for the natural 20. Hell yeah. All right, so our new order is going to be Gunthar, and then it'll be Booblin, and then Jackhole. So, with that being said, this race has just started. You're covered in clam chowder, and you're playing a wonderful song on your viola. What's going on, Gunthar?
Head to toe covered in clam chowder, seeing that I got most of the distraction I needed. Poodles got away, and I'm a little disappointed by that. And then I suddenly have another light bulb moment idea, and at the climax of my song, I will use my performance of creation to create a large pot of clam chowder above me, flash dance style, pull the cord, drench myself in this clam chowder at the peak, Rain on Me, Chromatica era, and then once I'm done, in thunderous applause, I will just run, jump, and dive down the like racetrack as quickly as I can to try to catch up.
Slippery clam
Regretting my
chowder
decision
like-
instantly when I see the sewer.
Please tell me you're playing a Viva Loca, like
So-
hardcore.
Yeah, exactly.
Your performance, does that require a roll, or is it just like a cantrip?
My performance of creation is an action to create the object. Whether or not they like my performance, I can make a performance roll.
Okay. In that case, I want to save your roll for you jumping down the starting line, and we'll do athletics because I want to see how well you do that.
Gunthar is just a little guy here. What did we get? Hey, that's pretty good.
17.
I'm happy
yeah.
with that.
Hell yeah. Okay, I got an idea for this. Just as a side note, everybody was like fully entranced by your performance in the first place. So once you dump all the clam chowder on yourself, they're like, oh, yeah, that was good. You know, even the horses are like, they're excited about that. They really enjoyed it. So we'll go ahead and move on to our next in initiative, which is Booblin. Booblin, you are fucking zooming down the track.
Zooming. It's very much so Tokyo Drift style, like beep, 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 beep. We're headed into the corner real harsh, sliding.
Improv game.
Oh fuck! Yeah, sorry, I forgot to do that.
I did too. Don't worry.
Fucking hold on. Yeah. Sorry, and I'm sorry, Gunther, that I didn't get this. For the next scene, this is sound effects. For the next scene, players can only make sound effects to describe the. The other players must interpret what's happening.
Okay.
So, Boblin, go ahead and describe, only with sound effects, what's happening.
All right, I've got it. The horse freaks out, right? And Bomblin, he is the horse. He freaks out like a horse, and he races as fast as he can. And then, up ahead, at the end of the racetrack, he sees a cart, and he jumps into it, and there's a machine gun crossbow on the front of the cart, and he jumps in and he grabs the crossbow and loads it.
That's what happens. Bomblin now is holding a machine gun crossbow, and with devious intent.
He begins shooting it at the crowd.
Okay, you guys are pretty far down the track at this point. I guess this would be a dex roll, but as you're super far long range, so you're just like blindly firing behind you in the tunnel. Go ahead and roll me a dex for a range attack.
Shooting back at the horses.
So I'll describe.
Oh, you go ahead.
I'll describe what happens. So this crossbow is very powerful. It's very powerful. And Boblin can't handle the recoil. So as he starts shooting this thing, it gets away from him, and he shoots himself in the foot with an arrow. Yeah, that's what happens. That's unfortunate. Okay. We did.
He's running. I think. Oh, he's running again. He's talking shit to Poodles, trying to distract him. He's asking Poodles if Poodles wants to swing dance.
Oh.
We're gonna need Poodles to roll a performance on swing dancing, or wait.
No, I'm gonna make Jackhole roll animal handling to try and get Poodles to dance with him, and this is gonna be a hard roll because this horse is very focused on the race, and it's pissed at you for fucking up its starting.
Yeah.
All right, it's a 10. It's not great. It's not too terrible, but it's not meeting it. Poodles fucking shrugs it off.
It looks like Jackhole's about to attempt to challenge Poodles to a rap contest.
Okay. You already did your action.
Yeah.
We'll say that you started to try and initiate a rap contest with Poodles, who is like
I wanted to give you a potion for your foot, Jay.
I was thinking grenade.
Oh, I was thinking blow dart gun, but I had to switch up because that made too much sense.
Poodles is growing more and more furious with your guys' antics. It's very race-driven horse, and it's kind of pissed off that you're disrespecting its sport. All right.
Let Link get a go.
Yeah, Gunthar, you are currently sliding down this river of crap, but you're kind of insulated from the river of crap because you're covered in clam chowder.
What a sentence.
Yeah. And you're actually flying down this river of crap with some speed, and I imagine it's because of the lubrication of the clam chowder. What do you do?
Ew,
Regretting their decisions about jumping down to the track. Running. Jumps, dives.
Oh, he's sliding again. Go ahead and make me another athletics check to slide down further in this river of poo. Ooh. All right. Here's what happens. You dolphin dive again into this river of poo, but you forgot.
Roll Link.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead and reroll it.
Try again here.
Hey! Hell yeah. Go ahead and tell me what or he doesn't have to do sound effects for this one, does he?
Oh, he does.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make sound effects to describe to me what happens during your successful jump into poo.
He does. He slides. He runs through the poo while he's sliding down into the underworld and then comes back up where we are.
What? Wow. Jesus Christ, Gunthar!
I knew you were the devil.
Gunthar, I've been shot in the foot by somebody else.
What idiot did this? Oh wait, hold on. I pull out a stale cupcake and I take a bottle of my homemade beer and I just shove it into the cupcake and then I hand that to you to cast Cure Wounds. Drink that.
Yay!
I grabbed
chunky.
the beer out of it. I'm like,
I'm going to put this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put this in my pocket for later. Don't worry, it smells great, fantastic. I bet you're a great baker.
Yeah, it's fish flavored.
Fish flavored. Well,
The beer, not the cupcake. The cupcake's strawberry.
Oh, wait, what? I'm so confused and my foot hurts so bad.
Did I stutter? Who shot you? That's the important part.
That's not the important part. The important part is that Jackhole Jones is in a rap battle with a horse down the track, and then we need to get across the finish line way over there.
That's what I heard when I was sliding down here. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I think he's losing.
Jackhole Jones has never lost a rap battle since I've known him.
Well, neither have I.
See?
Well,
he's gonna keep up that reputation.
well,
Want me
you
to do
two.
it? I'll do it. Are you ready? Are you
Go
ready?
ahead.
This one's called Wake Up, Sheeple! Yeah, it's Jackhole Jones from the gutter of the throne. I sleep in a crate, but I see what's going on. Y'all chugging mystic mead and I'm sipping truth alone. I'm in a cloak made of curtains with a skull for a phone. They say I'm crazy. Nah, I'm clarity blessed. While you're rubbing coin like it's holy, I'm doing the hex. The tavern's a trap. The innkeepers are spy. That stew got truth serum. Go ahead and try.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
That was dope as shit. But in reality, you are doing this to a horse. So the horse poodles clip clops its fucking hooves at you and just goes and fucking starts running full speed down while Boblin and Gunthar are talking, and you are standing there with an
I caught
imaginary.
them at dawn. Wizards all met on Tuesdays just to fake the spells they spawn. Oh.
It doesn't care. I'm gonna make a roll for poodles.
Embarrassing even for him.
All right. He gets ahead of you guys, but not very far. But he is ahead of you now.
All right, new round, baby.
Yeah, new round. Let's go ahead and roll initiative again. Or wait, are we gonna take a break?
Sure, yeah, let's do
Really,
that.
bro?
Yeah. Okay. So when we come back from the break, Jackhole's got a 1, a natural 1, turns out to be a 6, but Boblin is 16, and Gunthar is 8. So looks like our order is going to be Boblin first, Gunthar next, and Jackhole last. Once we return from this short break, we're gonna go drain our dragons and fill up our flagons. I recommend you guys do the same, and we'll get right back into the story as soon as we're back. Stick around.
Nails.
We'll be here.
The nails.
Yes, your problem. When you have a sneezing fit, all you have to do is fuck the wizards of your past.
You just gotta fuck the wizards of your path. That's all we gotta do, guys.
We're doing thumbnails real quick. Sorry, I forgot. First time GMing. Yeah.
Really? Because you look like you've been here the whole time.
I've been here the whole time. Fuck yeah, dude, roll it. So thumbnails, everyone. Take some screenshots, post it in the Discord so we can use these wonderful thumbnails. We're gonna put these green screens up so you guys can make memes if you like. I imagine this would be a pretty good one because I am Turkey. I am Turkey.
Strike a pose. I barely know her.
All right, looks like we got some good screenshots from that. If you got them, if Connor ever looked at Discord, I don't know who this Connor guy is. I'm Turkey, but go ahead and post those screens. Welcome back, everyone. It's me and Turkey. I don't know, but you're watching Improv Quest, and tonight we've gone through a wonderful story so far of racing through underground horse racing, illegal rings through the sewers, treating a river of shit like a slip and slide, and doing a line of divination crystals to get a head start in the race. But the main point is that we have friendship, because that's what it's all about. Speaking of friends, say hello, lads.
Hello, lads.
All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself. We'll start with Turk this time.
Hey everybody, I'm Jackhole Jones. Welcome back to Jackhole Jones' podcast, Frank and Beans. This is all in my mind. And what I will tell you There's a reason that bread always lands butter side down, is because Big Butter is in control of gravity! Hey, see.
Wonderful. Is she?
Yes.
Oh, I'm playing Bumbling Barlow. Looking for chaos? You're gonna find it with me. We're gonna weasel our way into any situation that's gonna benefit us the most.
Hell yeah. And our guest, our beloved guest. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Gunthar Oakbottom. I have a variety of names. You probably know me by a few I'm not allowed to say on air, but I am covered in chowder. I'm covered in things I'd rather not think about, regretting several decisions, and somebody didn't eat my cupcake, and I'm kind of annoyed.
Oh, yes.
My same experience at Coachella 18.
And finally... Oh, no.
They've been crazy so far, and I would really love a scene setting what the fuck is going on from you, our lovely game master, because I have no idea. I'm lost.
Roger that. Here's what's happening. You are currently in a race, but with only one other horse competing against you. This horse is known as Poodles. Poodles is a phantom steed. He is shadowy in figure and looks really muscly. He just looks like he's made for racing. But he has struggled the first half of the race because of your antics at the first half of the race. But now he's overtaken you because Bomblin shot himself in the foot with an automatic crossbow. And Jackhole attempted to rap battle the horse in attempts to get him to stop. But he failed to remember that it was a horse. So... the only one really succeeding here is Gunthar, just expertly sliding down a river of shit covered in clam chowder. And he also healed Bomblin after he shot himself in the foot. But now, the Phantom Steed has a lead on you. It's not a big one, but it's enough to be concerned. And when we last left off, our initiative order was Bomblin first, then Gunthar, and then Jackhole Jones. So with that being said, Bomblin, what do you do?
I would first ask the DM to roll us our improv game for this.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. If I could give you a couch coin, I would, but I totally could, and I'm not going to. But thank you for reminding me.
You gatekeeper! What the fuck?
So that was a 4. We already did sound effects, so I'm gonna roll that again.
Yeah, but dice.
10. This one says roll twice. Roll twice on this chart to find out. Try and do both games at once. Okay, so we got to do 2 games at once now.
All right.
Bring it on.
All right, 11. Questions only. I fucking hate this one.
Questions only. The description of that is fucked. We're gonna redo it for season 3 of Improv Quest. But right now, questions only is up to the DM, however you want it to work. Flat out.
Or you can just re-roll it again. I mean, you're God.
How about... okay, this is what I'll do. For your action piece, questions only. Everything else is fair game to be normal. But for your action piece only, you have to do questions only. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. All right, next one. That was our first improv game that we're playing this round. 9. Tag team storytelling. Didn't we already do tag team storytelling?
Yeah, we already did.
Fucking A. Let's roll it again.
Yes! The best game! Yes!
The change game. All right. At any time, the tavern runner can say change, and the last player who spoke must immediately after their statement alter their statement in a new and unexpected way. All right. So it's the change game plus questions only during your action phase.
Gotta be on them changes, baby, because it's my favorite. Yes, Nikki. Yes, Banu. All right.
Sweet.
What's initiative?
I was just writing some notes. All right. So first up is going to be Bomblin. Bomblin, what do you do?
So my companion's gonna hop on my back real quick, and then we're gonna start taking off. We're gonna try and catch up as fast as possible. Crowd is going bananas because they're actually more entranced with the Gunthar on my back than the actual horse race that is actually happening. And then, from the shadows, nobody least expected it. another racer enters the race. Coming up on the left side, coming up real fast, right behind Boodles. Is it the one and only? That's right. It's Dr. Hops on Siboba, going along from the snail races from Wild Beyond the Witchlight, has entered the race and is tracking behind Poodle very fast. Now, we're still on the right side trying to catch up as fast as possible. Can I use my cutting action for my action?
You can. I didn't
Can I
He said it in the questions. Yeah.
Go, you're gonna dash pass.
Can I dash?
Sure.
So dash,
Is
cunning
it
action,
the
dash.
cutting action you could use a bonus action to dash, right? So I could bonus action dash, and then after that, could I normal action dash?
Yes.
So that would give me like a whole lot of movement to get really close up towards the leaderboards, right?
120. Yeah. 120.
Yes.
Can I do that?
Yes. So you don't have to roll for that first dash, which will give you however many feet, and then that second dash you would have to roll athletics for, right? Am I not mistaken?
You won't. To run through all the sewage makes sense. It makes sense.
Do you want me to?
Well, yeah, you would dash that first portion, and then you roll athletics to dash the second, unless it's an ability that doesn't require a roll, right?
Can someone tell me what the fuck's going on with my dice tonight? Because they've been trashed.
7.
Didn't you roll? It's a 7. Okay, so you managed to get forward a certain amount of distance, catching up.
Used to reroll fish.
No.
Okay, go ahead and reroll.
Why'd you go and do that? Where'd it go?
It's better. It's better. All right, so
Is it better? Is it enough?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's better. Would I like you to describe this, or should I describe this?
Change game's happening, so that could.
Okay. Bomla, go ahead and describe your it's successful, but not all the way.
Do I have to describe my action in questions?
No, it's not your action no more. Just describe what happens.
Fantastic! So we're charging, we're racing, and suddenly I can see the spotlight of the crowd. They're cheering for us! Yeah!
Change.
They're cheering. They're booing us! Boo! Oh, we're catching up to one of the most famous horse racers around, and one of the most predominant slug racers around as well. Dr.
Change.
Hops is one of the most infamous slug racers around.
Change.
One of the most cutthroat, diabolical slug racer around.
Change.
The Vin Diesel of slug racing. Canonically co-star owner of 10 featured films about Too Fast and Too Slug.
Okay. Okay.
So we're on the right side though. But they have the short corner, we have the long corner. Fortunately, there's a cabbage stand out there. Anything happens at an illegal underground horse ring track. Not the cabbages. Not my cabbages. They're gonna have to make acrobatics checks or smash into the cabbages and be slowed down.
Ooh. It's like a hinder element to it. I like it. Cool.
It's my only chance.
It is your only chance. Well, great.
My
Vin Diesel. The Vin Diesel of fucking slug racing. Too fast, too slug. Got it.
Can I roll for Dr. Hops?
What's that?
Can I roll for Dr. Hops?
on here? I think it is, isn't it?
Oh, I got a thing for Dr. Hops actually. You know,
Okay.
you could roll for him, but I got a thing for him. Next up is going to be Gunthar. Gunthar, what's going on? You're on the back of this thing.
Yeah, Gunthar got scooped up, which is not abnormal for Gunthar. This is pretty normal for him, but he's kind of freaked out. He's like rocketing along. He's still covered in everything. He smells like clam chowder. He's having a good time. He's got a big old smile on his face, trying not to get too much in his mouth. But he's trying to play his viola, and it's not working because the chowder has gotten into the strings and onto the bow itself, and it's not working. And I attempt to cast mirror image, but instead I accidentally cast vortex warp on both me and Booblin here, and hopefully that'll get us ahead.
Okay, how does that work?
It really depends. So here's this for my action. Booblin, do you trust me?
Yeah.
Perfect. Then we just warp 90 feet ahead.
All right. I mean, he asked a question during an action, but change on the description.
Change on the description. Okay, so as we're going through, I'm trying to cast vortex warp, and I don't cast vortex warp. As I'm going to touch the top of Booblin's head, I slip as he like goes over a jump or something. He like knocks me forward, and I stumble forward, and I accidentally touch. He's still got the feed bag of beans on his face, right?
Hell yeah.
Next thing you know, I cast catapult, and it just shoots forward, ripping off the back of his head, and just flies forward at an amazing force, like I shot this bag of beans out of a gun.
Okay, great.
Like a beanbag?
We're gonna stick with that.
The whole thing, the whole feedback just shot forward.
Hell yeah. Well, we'll stick with that because that might be helpful later. Great. That's a quick round. Jackhole, you are flabbergasted that Poodles was not affected by your rap battle skills and continued on. So now you're lagging behind a little bit. Well, what do you do?
Well, is things get catapulted and do you teleport still forward 90 feet? You're still way ahead of me, right?
Yep.
But I'm like left alone, standing in the sewage, and I see Dr. Hops. He's like slugging past me, real slow, and in the crowd is like, they're all kind of nammering, they're eating like food, like turkey legs, the crowd. I can see there's a guy, he's like a bald guy, and I flip him off. I'm like, fuck you, guy, fuck you and your turkey leg. But I look over at Dr. Hops on his slug, and I'm like, hey, Zabulba, it's Jackhole Jones. Me and you used to be the greatest of friends, me and you, Zabulba. And Hops looks at me and he's like, what? Me and you are the worst enemies of each other ever, me and you, Zabulba. Remember we had that race on Hoth against each other? It was the worst. We had that race, and, I slept with your mother, Zabulba. I'm sorry.
I'll keep it.
But as your stepfather, Zabulba, I do now request that you let me catch a ride with you and Hops. Hey, Hops, I know a guy who has divination crystals currently. You want to let me on? They're going to win the race. I just don't want to get left behind, standing here ankle deep in sewage and a lot of clam chowder, to be honest. So,
Well, so that's your action, is asking to get on Zabulba to catch a ride?
Do you think I could persuade Zabulba to get on?
So Zabulba's a slug. Would it be persuasion or animal handling?
Do you think I need to ask Dr. Hops, because he's kind of running it?
I think you need to do here. Well, Zabulba is canonically a drug-addicted snail that's addicted to divination crystals. So maybe he has some kind of magical thing where he can understand human speech. So we'll do a persuasion check on Zabulba.
All right, Zabulba.
I mean, you are his stepdad.
That's a 16. Look, man, I
Woo,
know I
not
fucked your
fast.
mom's Bobo, but I promise that I'll treat you as my own. Me and you.
So his long stalks
Sir,
from
it's called used to re-roll truck.
Oh,
Who
never
the
mind.
truck is? I'm Jackhole Jones.
I prefer sedan.
Sam. That's a 4 plus 3. So Sam.
So Sebulba's long eye stalks with little eyeballs on the end of them. You see his like eyelids go like in. He's mad. Sebulba's mad,
Fuck.
and he doesn't look like he's gonna let you get on him. And Hops is on top, like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He never does this. And Sebulba's giving the disapproved snail stare, like, you are
Fine,
not getting
Sebulba.
on me.
Look, just because I canonically apparently now have had sex with a fey snail doesn't mean anything. I loved your mother. She was one of my own. And I didn't think about that when I said it, but now it is what it is.
You gotta know who you're
fine.
dealing with.
Fucking fuck. I'm like, whatever, dude. They take off, and I walk towards the stand where the bald guy was eating the turkey leg. And I'm like, hey, man, can I have some of that? I'm just right now.
Okay. So, here's what's happening. Poodles is coming up on this cabbage cart. He's gonna have to roll, I guess, athletics or he'll roll athletics to see acrobatics to jump over it. You guys are just behind Poodles. Oh no, actually, you guys are equal with him, and he's about to jump over this cart. And Sebulba and Dr. Hops are on. They were on Poodle's side, but Sebulba cut into the river because he's a slug, and he's basically just faster because it's like less friction for him, going across. So he's going even
That's
faster
my
now, and
boy!
he's catching up.
My stepson.
So I'll go ahead and roll acrobatics for Poodles. Oh fuck!
God damn it! Connor rolls even happen as GM.
Fucking bullshit.
That's fucked.
I don't know who Connor is, but fucking
2,201 used to re-roll
Thanks,
Connor.
Dickie.
yeah, I gotta get used to that. All right, it's a 16. It's still not terrible at all. So Poodles jumps over this cabbage cart and makes it across. It's real awesome, like however you see horses jump over shit. But right behind him, the slug is coming up the river, and it can't like turn good, and so it jumps the curb out of the river into this turn and just slams into the fucfucking cabbage cart. And the guy's like, "Oh, my cabbages!"
No.
But they just, I mean, he's a giant snail slug or a face. Is this slug or a snail? I never remember.
He's a
It's a
giant
snail.
face snail. Yeah,
Anyways,
Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Hey, Link
fucking
knows.
slam through
Everybody,
this thing.
check out Link's Tome of Adventure. If we haven't talked about our guest enough, make sure to check them out. Link knows. Link learns games all the time over there on their show. And Link knows all about Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Very good. Hey, wait, there's a snail race. That's right. That's what this is from. Okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
And so past this curve, you guys are past this curve now, with Sebulba and Dr. Hops just behind both of y'all, but you're neck and neck. And after you take that curve, you can see the finish line of this race. You can see it, and it's far up ahead. But we'll go ahead and get into that on our next scene, which is going to be the back half of the race.
All right, initiative.
So,
baby.
Initiative. Let's get initiative going.
Gift an item.
Frog Toys 2 just redeemed random item. Gunthar.
Do you have a list, Connor? Do you want me to generate it for you?
Please generate the things. And while he's generating, our new initiative order is going to be Jackhole first, Bomblin second, and Gunthar third. And what I'm gonna do now is roll the improv game. Here it goes. That's a 12. So our improv game is going to be emotion roulette. Before the scene starts, each player rolls a d6 and is secretly assigned an emotion. When describing character actions and talking in character, they portray these emotions. At the end of the scene, the DM must guess each of the players' emotion. All right, so here it is. I'm gonna tell you what the emotions are, each number, and then you guys roll it. I won't look at the screen, and then just remember your emotions and what you're supposed to. Oh, roll it physically. You got a 6-sided die somewhere?
Maybe.
So make your rolls, remember your number, and I will list off the emotions that each number is supposed to portray.
Okay.
All right, you guys got your numbers? Number 1 is anger. Number 2 is joy. Number 3 is fear. Number 4 is sorrow. Number 5 is jealousy. And number 6 is love. So remember those numbers assigned with those emotions. Portray those emotions through this next scene, and I will have to guess them at the end of the scene.
Right.
With that being said...
I have Gunthar's item.
Oh, go ahead with Gunthar's item.
Gunthar before Gunthar's turn, so they can have it fresh in their mind. But it's Jackhole, right?
Yes, Jackhole is first.
Jackhole, you see Jackhole in the stands. He's watching the show. He sees everything going on, and he finishes the turkey leg with the bald guy, and gives him a sock. He's like, check me out later on my podcast. Gives him a sock, and then he walks away. And as he's walking, there are just so many more gnomes, and all of them are eating big old bowls of clam chowder. And as he's walking, he's like, why are so many gnomes eating clam chowder? This is the craziest thing to me. And you can see he walks as far as he can away from everybody, like down by the rails, and he's just walking. He's like, I'm gonna get back to the finish line where I know that we're gonna win. And he looks out and he sees the finish line's coming up and all the cabbages and everything else. And he's gonna pull out his bow and he's gonna say, I'm sorry, my stepson. We live and we learn. And he's gonna knock an arrow in his bow and shoot it at Zabulba.
Jesus. Okay. Roll dex.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit.
That is a 15.
Okay. Well, here's what happens. That arrow goes soaring through the sewage air and finds its mark in the side of Sebulba's squishy exterior. And it lands just below Hops's foot in the rung that they use for the saddles. Did I say Hops's or Sebulba?
You said it right.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
That's what you get for disobeying your father. Corporal punishment. You fucking bastard. And I keep walking.
You can't tell much emotion from a snail, but you see its like eye stalk shrink into its body for a second, and then it comes back out slowly. So that was like its reaction to getting hurt.
And there's a hot dog stand that I walk past, and it's Sved's dogs. They sell spinach dogs here.
Wow.
Those are guys
Nice
that have been
callback.
around for a long time. And I see the sloth selling spinach dogs, and I'm like, oh god, keep me away. I fucking hate spinach. That's No. And I scoot past as fast as I can. And that ends my turn.
Cool. All right, I believe next up was Booblin.
Hey, how far away are we from the finish line?
Let's say you're like...
If you want to forego your turn, I can give Gunthar their item now. It may help you both.
I think that's probably a better idea. Gunther's more support, or like, I feel like that have to be the action.
Okay.
I would like to skip.
So, the item you get is the Cavalcade Saddle of Counterfeit Champions. This saddle is crafted from stitched illusion hide and blessed by the god of spectacle. This saddle is meant to be strapped onto anything that vaguely resembles a mount, be it a real horse, a painted barrel, or, in Gunther's case, a rocking horse on caster wheels, if you're ever interested. While you're mounted on a non-living or clearly fake steed, the rider gains the following benefits. Phantom movement, speed by spectacle, and unreal escape. And the quirk on this, though, is that you cannot dismount without narrating a heroic dismount aloud, and failure to do so causes you to take a lot of damage.
All right.
I will send to you in DM, but also phantom movement, once per move, you can create an illusion of dust clouds. You get advantage on performance checks, basically. Speed spectacle, as long as you're shouting dramatically or twirling your mustache, if applicable, it literally says that, your steed's movement speed increases by 10%. Unreal escape is once per day. If you would fall off of your steed, the saddle casts Featherfall on you and releases a spray of glitter that blinds all creatures within 5 feet.
Very good. All right. I can handle that. I think I can handle that. I hope I can handle that. Not a lot I can't handle, but we'll deal with that later.
No, we'll deal with that right now because Boblin skipped his turn to give this to you. So
right. All right, then that's easy. Gunthar just turns like bright cherry red, and he just scrunches up his face, and he just pulls it. He's digging through his bags, and he's covered in this chowder and this other stuff, and he just wants the chowder. He still has most of his clothes on, and he's kind of upset by that. And he just digs through his bags, and he pulls out this rocking horse from you don't know where. He just pulls it completely head and shoulders out of his bag, throws it down on the track, jumps onto the horse, and just kicks off as fast as he can to get to the finish line. If I would like to attempt to fall off the horse to kick up this cloud of glitter to save myself, kick up this cloud of glitter and blind Booblin so that he trips Poodles. And they get all tangled up at near the finish line so I can just shoot forward.
Okay. I'm not even gonna make Poodles roll for that. That just happens.
Cool.
That just happens. Bomblin and Poodles are now just tangled up because Poodles tripped over him spectacularly, and it's a large horse. So, Bomblin, I need you to roll some damage. You're gonna roll. It's gonna be a horse hoof to your stomach. So we'll do 1d8.
Want me to roll my own damage? You're a fucking monster.
Roll it. 6. Sweet. You take 6 damage of hoof. So that happens. Poodles is visibly frustrated because you motherfuckers are cheating, and though it may not understand rap battles, it knows when somebody's fucking cheating. So Poodles gets back up and fucking just starts like beaming for the finish line, but it's not totally towards the finish line. It's actually beaming for you, Gunthar. Poodles is on a warpath towards your butt, and you better be ready.
Not the last time either.
And so that's what's happening in the scene. The crowd is roaring and eating their clam chowder. Jackhole is suspicious of the crowd. And they, some of the crowd members are actually just like flipping off Jackhole as he walks by. And it's because they all saw him throw all that garbage at the start of the race, so they know he's a cheater too. So they're just like, fuck you, dude, you don't know what horse racing is about. And before we move on to the next scene, what I want to do actually is give Bomblin his turn, since he gave it up.
Okay. Okay. Bomblin's gonna jump on top of the rocking horse. Cause you don't have to be attuned to it, right? You didn't say anything about attunement.
Nope. It's
Fuck
just
it, dude.
wondrous item
Nope.
rare.
Fuck yeah. Bomblin's gonna hop on that bad boy, rev it like a motorcycle. It's gonna... I'm gonna look back at Gunthar and be like, hop on, baby. It's time to win a race.
Hell yeah.
And then we're gonna ride off. We're going so fast, but it's also gonna play in slow motions like one of those 80s movies where for some reason we have super long, luscious hair that's like flowing backwards. Both shirtless for some reason. Real hunkin' bonds. I tell you what, spray on tans, you bet. And we're flying across glitter trail behind us. We're hitting all the like smoke enchantments. I didn't hear everything that thing could do. And how are we gonna roll to like finish this race?
That I haven't thought of. We'll make that this next scene. But what I do want to do real quick is finish the improv game. I'm supposed to guess your guys' emotions. Jackhole, I think, was fear. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong yet. I'm gonna go through everybody. Bomblin's was love, I think, maybe. And Link's was, oh my gosh, I think Link's was the hardest. Anger? That's my final answers. Who did I get right? Oh,
I
really?
didn't portray mine very well. I should have done better. I got lost in the moment. I was just more thinking about me and Link on a fucking motorcycle shirtless to be out.
Well, that's why I thought it was love. I thought you guys were having like a thing.
It was supposed to be jealousy, but I kind of like stole the rocking horse.
Well, I got two out of three. What do I get?
Undying love.
Win!
I get to make you guys roll initiative for the next scene.
Hey, I think.
Ooh, we're coming out winging. Oh my god!
Oh!
Wow.
Heck
I'm
yeah.
having a slow day today.
We are gonna roll for the improv game.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah! This one is called Object Hero. Pick one random object nearby or in the scene to become the true hero of the story. Everyone must refer to that item constantly as if it's making all the decisions. An example, the torch says we go left. I would never defy the torch.
Hell yeah. I really want to...
Cheers
So for
for
next
that.
season... Oh, first of all, cheers, Benu! Hell yeah. For next season, I really want to reflavor this Object Hero minigame to be a creature or NPC. This is their story, actually, and we're just living in it. So, like, it's not just an object, but another person. So, like, this could have been Poodle's story all along. That would have been a great way to end this bit. But it's up to you as the GM to decide if you want to do that. But it's going to be flavored next season to be NPCs, not objects. Hell yeah.
Okie doke. All right, well, here's our initiative order for this last round. We have, looks like Bomblin is going first with a 25. We have Jackhole Jones with the 23, and then Gunthar with a 15. That's going to be our order. So, with that being said, Bomblin, what do you do?
You have to decide on what the hero is?
Yeah, you got initiative order, so you decide what that hero is.
Fuck.
What is an object that's in the scene that you may be riding?
Seems like a cop-out, but fine. As we're racing along, suddenly all noises start to cancel out. The music
Chat,
goes quiet.
Frog Toy
and you-
says, "Can we make the saddle the hero?" And Banu agrees.
Too late! I've already decided. So we zoom. Oh, the music fades out. And we zoom in on the eye of this rocking horse. And as we zoom in on the eye of the rocking horse, you can see visions of the past, of everything that this rocking horse has seen. It has seen the rise and fall of empires, the rise and fall of generations and situations. It has seen apocalypses, post-apocalypses, post-apocalypses, new beginnings, the Dawn Age, the Stone Age, the Golden Age, the Gunpowder Age, all to let us repeat over time and time again. Only being just a rocking horse, but more, a celestial being that rocks its way through all timeline. It sees everything, it's been a part of everything, and it was supposed to be right here, in this very moment. Making sure that we won this race, because if not, then Gunthar wouldn't have been returned home to Tusk just in time for his own surprise birthday party that he planned.
Beautiful.
That
What do you do?
So I start revving that thing even more. We're dropping as many cylinders into this thing as possible. We are upshifting like you wouldn't believe. We're racing along. But what we didn't realize is that how Poodles has been bred for this very moment as well. Its whole life story leading up to this very moment as we encapsulate on its eye and as we go through all of its past experiences of training, Eye of the Tiger music playing constantly and bench pressing stuff in a musty old garage. He running up steps and then it zooms back on his eyes as he's flying down the track knowing that his whole life led up to him winning this. So that's why Poodles could go back to its hometown or its birthday that he planned for himself.
Okay. All right. Is that end your turn?
Yeah, we're gonna just make a general adventuring roll to see how fast we're going.
Okay.
I had to do with the music, dude.
The soundscape in this is crazy.
That's
So after all that hype up and that like backstory, little flashes of like we see training and everything, you're revving the engine on this rocking horse and it's just like you just like rock on it.
Faster! No!
Come on!
And fucking yeah, what Poodles is like, it's like trying to run, but its legs kind of fucked up from hitting you in the stomach, so it's just like limping along and like trying to finish and keep going. So yeah, that's what's happening. Poodle's a little bit behind you now, and you're just like rocking on this horse, furiously rocking. And we'll cut to Jackhole, who is in the crowd that's all eating clam chowder, and they don't like him for some reason.
I think at this point, we actually see Jackhole back on the track. He's got a spinach dog with mustard, and he's just walking. And he's eating the dog, and he's talking to himself, and he's saying crazy shit like, hold on, I've got a
Hold on. Let me pull up my crazy shit.
Yeah, man, all cats are just demons in training. He's talking to the hot dog. They're demons in training. They purr. It's a soul pact, you know? Every hairball, it's just a failed summoning of a different creature. And I'll tell you, coin is cursed. Every gold piece you touch, it marks your soul just a little bit. And that's how the banking liches track you. And vampires, they want to know your blood. And that's why your blood type is on your license, I tell you. And as we look up, we see the Jackhole's talking to this hot dog, and he just walks over the finish line first. He just steps over it by accident, and then he turns around and takes a bite of the hot dog, and he's like, so who's gonna win? And I don't know how you want to take that, but that's my improv.
You know what? Roll me a performance. You may not have been performing, but you're being viewed by a crowd, so.
That was a +0. It's not good. It's a 19, baby!
The crowd goes fucking crazy. Clam chowder is flying everywhere. Everyone's cheering. Ah! Everyone's like cheering and everything. There's a big like clump of the crowd that's like down on ground level with you that's out of the stands, and they're like all gathered around like a certain area, and they're all cheering too, like ah, going crazy. Yeah, that's what happens with you. And then we'll go to Gunthar.
Lovely. Okay, I see this all happening. I see Jackhole gonna like cut us off here, and I see what's going on, and I like still caught up in the moment of like when we were going really fast and like shirtless and all that stuff. I like gently caress Booblin under the vest. I caress your cheek, and then I will flick my fingers, and a little bit of sparks shoot out. With my last performance of creation, I'm actually going to create a polka dotted unicorn horn that goes right on top of Jackhole's head.
That's smart. That's so smart. Because I guess technically, since I won, the polka dotted unicorn didn't win. So that's so smart.
Unless you've been the polka dotted unicorn this whole time.
Don't say that shit to me.
I was here the whole time. Fuck yeah. Okay, that definitely happens. And here's how we're gonna resolve this. Jackhole crosses the finish line as the polka dotted unicorn. Crowd's going crazy. Bomblin's on a horse with Gunthar, and you guys are just rocking just behind the finish line. The poodles, the enemy horse, our shadow horse, is basically just like out of breath and injured, and it collapses just before the finish line. And just then that little clump of crowd that's on the ground level with Jackhole opens up to reveal a big table and a birthday cake in the center of the table, and Tusk is there with a little party hat on, and he's like, "My love, you've arrived, and happy birthday!" And everybody goes, "Surprise!" And everybody's super happy. And that one guy that you guys bet with at the beginning of the race is fucking like super pissed. He's like, "This was all fucking cheating." Like, he's counting his coins. 233, 234, 235, fucking cheating bitches, 236, 237. He's counting out his 500 gold for y'all. After he's done counting,
Jackhole walks up to him, snatches the 237 off the table, and goes up to Gunthar and says, "Happy birthday, my guy," and gives him the 200.
You guys do all this for me?
Yeah, yes.
That's wild. I don't even know you. Okay, I have pamphlets in my bag somewhere. I have to go take a shower. Booblin, Boblin, whatever your name is. I got really caught up in the moment there. Usually, it was a weird experience. Anyway, but call me. We should definitely call me.
All right.
And you guys should keep the gold. You guys totally earned this. We cheated our way to the... I mean, we won fair and square.
fuck yeah.
I can't. It was a birthday gift all for you.
I want to spend one of my couch coins to do something real quick. Before, I rock over the finish line, because everybody's, cheering and doing the celebration party. I kind of, turn over to Poodles, and I feel kind of bad. And I want to, try and, push Poodles across the finish line. Me and Poodles will finish together.
Roll me animal handling.
Oh, I've got a finishing thing, too.
Oh shit, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty
20.
Hell yeah, Poodles.
It's a little bit too sensual and sexual as I try to push them across.
To use to reroll Boblin.
No! Dog toys!
Rude, but acceptable.
Binu said, frog!
That's
Oh,
an
8.
You attempt to push Poodles across the finish line, but it is still very pissed. You're pushing from the back. Poodles, while laying on his side, fucking horse kicks you in the chest, and you fly back like 5 feet.
Just laying at the river of shit. Just like, God damn it.
My final action, I walk up to Gunthar and I put my hand on his shoulder. And I go, you ever wonder why they know your birthday? Down to the minute? You think it's for cake? Wake up, Gunthar! Birthdays. Every time you celebrate a birthday, you're not just aging, Gunthar. You're reaffirming your binding to the mortal plane. That cake, it's a sigil. Those candles, divination foci. That wish you make before you blow them out goes straight to the Department of Astral Records where your soul, your very soul's... Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Your soul goes straight to the Department of Astral Records where your soul's location is updated in real time. Why do you think bards always show up and sing? Think about it. Because Bard, B-A-R-D, the Bureau of Arcane Rebirth Dates, it sends them and gifts their offerings, meant to appease the time serpent that slithers through the calendars of reality. And the worst part, everyone acts like it's normal. You ever see a lich with a birthday? No. That's because they've escaped. But happy birthday, man. Pats him on the back.
It means a lot. I just met you guys. You guys got me so... It was such a fun birthday present. Nobody can ever recreate this. And, like, Gunthar turns around and he's, like, sinisterly pulls out a sending stone from his bag. And he's like, he knows too much.
I'm gonna give it a couch coin for that. That was funny.
I was gonna walk up to Gunthar and be like, look, I can't offer you much, but what I can offer you is 2 free tickets to next Thursday's Metal OmniCon show. For you and Tusk. I tell you what, you guys gotta enjoy that band on me.
That's fantastic. That's great. Who are they?
Oh.
Doesn't even know this band's name. God damn it! I hate this place.
Are they
It's
indie?
literally, it's like in our world lore that Metal Omnicon only performs on Thursdays, and that's all thanks to Bum, so that's fun.
You love that.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Well,
Woo.
you guys have a birthday party right there in this underground racing place we call this place the city of Fluffleheim has an underground horse racing. Illegal? You decide. Who knows? But what you do know is that Gunthar is having an excellent surprise birthday party with 2 strangers that he just completed a race with. And they just won an enormous bet of 500 gold, and they gave like a little more than half of their gold to Gunthar as a birthday present, which is very nice. And they have succeeded in this wonderful tale. Don't forget that Sebulba, the racing snail, has an arrow in its side from his stepfather that shot him for some fucking reason. And
What the fuck, bro?
the cabbage cart is destroyed as always. And that's where we will leave this story, I think.
Tell the people on
Yeah.
YouTube what to do, Connor.
People on YouTube, if you like what you're seeing, please give us a like and a subscribe. That would be very helpful. If you'd like to see the live show, please tune in with us on Fridays at 7 p.m. EST and watch us live because we have extra bits in here. Wait, no, the time's wrong. Tell me the right time.
6
Yeah,
p.m.
time's
PST.
wibbly wobbly. You don't suggest the time.
6 p.m. PST. For everybody watching on YouTube, it's 6 p.m. PST. You can catch us here live on Twitch, where we have some extras that you may not see in the edited down versions on YouTube. So please get over here. We also have a Discord. Please check us out on Discord as well. There's a bunch of stuff that you see, that you can see on there that's not necessarily included in our main content. So get over there and join. It's a real fun place. We're all inclusive. Please join us. Join the crew.
Tell them if there were links to our guest, would it be in the description of the video?
Yes. Any links to Link, who was playing Gunthar tonight, will be located down in the description below in the YouTube video. So please find that link. I'd love to read it out, but I don't have it in front of me. Link, would you like to shout out your medias?
Yeah. Thank you, first of all. Thank you so much for having me. This is fantastic. But you can find us, you can find me over at Link's Home of Adventures. That's linkshomeofadventure.com. You can find us at Link's Home EC pretty much on all social media. We have a Discord that's fantastic. We run games 6 days a week now, and you can come and hang out and watch all the games. Just stream to our Discord. It's all a lot of fun. We do lots of character-focused games. We just did a Cartoon Network takeover, so all sorts of wacky stuff. What do we have coming up right now? I'm thinking about doing a Steven Universe one-shot, so that'll be fun. We just started a pirate game. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We got tons of stuff coming up. Daggerheart just came out, so that's a lot of fun. But our big project that we just started, or are going to be starting in less than 2 weeks, in about 10 days now, we're starting a new actual play in 5th edition. It's called A House Divided. It's going to be gothic, horror, spooky, some Feywild nonsense in there as well, and that'll be a whole lot of fun. So that'll be over at our Twitch channel, which is Link's Home EC. I think that's linked somewhere in the chat. And over there, you can find a link to our Discord. It'll all be in the description. It's all a fun time.
Awesome.
Very well spoken. My goodness.
Thank you.
Not one
lots of
stutter
fun
or
stuff.
or but or Very good. Very well. That was awesome.
That's what you focused in on? Not the sick-ass Steven Universe one-shot?
Everybody that is here and is live, we're going to be back for our breakdown. We're going to look at everything in Discord. Tell them, Connor.
Yeah, so be sure to stick around because we're going to get these guys out of costume. We're going to talk about the episode itself. We're going to say the things we liked, the things we didn't like. I'm sure these guys are going to tell me how bad of a DM I am, but that's Improv Quest, baby. So make sure you stick around after this little break. We'll be out of costume and we'll be talking about all the fun shit that we did.
That's right. We'll be right back in 5 minutes, everybody. Don't go anywhere. That's here live.
5 minutes. All right, everybody, this is Chaos Credits. So if you don't know what Chaos Credits are, basically we're going to read all the stuff that happened during this stream, whether it's coins or shout-outs or whatever. They're going to pop up on the screen, but we're all going to do it at the same time, so you're not going to be able to understand anything.
Thanks for supporting the show.
Cheers, you heroes.
So big shout out to Debbie Snacks and Taco. Y'all supporting the show for years. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
I know Cooper's not a mod. They wish.
Thanks for coming by.
Maybe soon. That's right. Cool. That's it. And we're going to rate out everybody. Make sure to show them some love. Make sure to check out Link. All right? Make sure to check them out. And if you're on YouTube, make sure to check them out down in the description of the show. That's right. Check out the new show. We're going to go over there. We're going to give them a hard time once they premiere. You bet. Link's going to promote in the Tavern Discord, so make sure to join it so you know when that goes live so we can give them a hard time. That's right, baby. I love all you guys. Thank you so much. And big thank you to Connor for dungeon mastering for the first time.
Whoa!